to get back on track, G-strings. The Blue Mountains Council has decided that you can't wear them at their public pools. They put up these signs.
Good on you, Blue Mountains.
Pools saying, what swimwear is and isn't acceptable. And basically they've said, we don't want to see your bare bum. You can still wear a bikini, that's fine, as long as it's got some coverage over your bum. But if you've got a little bit of string in the crack there and, well, you're walking around with your butt cheeks out, thank you very much. That's not acceptable in a public place.
Home.
I can't see what the issue is with this, right? I mean, look, sure, I might enjoy looking at it, but there's kids around, for heaven's sake, right? Have some decorum in a public place. It is a family place and the council owns the pool, so surely they have the right to decide the dress code for the people who go there, much like you go to a nightclub or a pub or whatever, and there's often a sign on the front door that says no ripped shirt, no unenclosed shoes, etc. That's the prerogative of the owner of the venue. Surely if the council says you can't wear a G-string here, that is fine. But no, the feminists say this is regression. It is the patriarchy at work. Now, I don't quite get that argument because surely the blokes wouldn't mind someone rocking up in a G-string to have a perv. How is it the patriarchy at work? But here we are in 2025. You are oppressing women if you won't let them wear a G-string to the council pool. Jess King, she's a model. She says, such a ban implies that the human body, specifically the bum, which we all have, is inherently inappropriate or sexualised, reinforcing shame rather than promoting acceptance. Now,
acceptance of what? Public nudity?
Well, this is the thing, if you
out
follow
loud,
this
we
to its
do
logical
have
conclusion.
laws about this. And can someone explain to me the difference between public nudity and just wearing absolutely nothing save for a tiny triangle in the front there? That's it.
Yeah.
That is what we're talking about here. Have some decency, have some self-respect. I find it utterly revolting. Just have some class, for crying out loud. Why is it we have to... I always laugh at feminists like this because they're all like, I'm liberated, F the patriarchy. Love, the patriarchy is laughing their heads off at you. And here we are in this culture where they want young men especially to respect women, have some respect for women. We know that we're up against the online porn culture. We know that we're up against OnlyFans, and the entire culture is pushing back on us. And as young boys, they can't even go to their local government pool without these women walking around completely naked, basically, everything flapping around in the breeze. How are these young men supposed to respect you? I don't, and I'm a fellow woman.
Well, they try to make this about women's rights, and it's not about women's rights. It's about borderline nudity and whether or not it's acceptable. And the bigger issue here, by the way, it's also about dress codes. I mean, if you go to a pub or a restaurant, they have dress codes. If you go to a council-run pool, they have a dress code. You don't complain about the pub or the restaurant. Why would you get upset about the council pool? But the bigger issue for our culture is when you talk about public decency, we now live in a situation where nobody agrees anymore on morality, on what is good, what is right, and so everything is up for grabs. So I'm not really surprised we're having these arguments because we've got no shared morality anymore.
Yeah,
consequently, everything is an absolute war. But, the council are within their rights to make whatever decisions they want. That's the dress code.
Thank God someone's still defending the decency.
Exactly.
And, of course, the media was getting in touch with the person who'd made this call, the mayor of that council, as soon as this was posted online. Apparently, the local MP is taking on the mayor over this, for crying out loud, mate. I don't know whether the local MP is a male or a female, but if he's a male, take it from me, buddy, that sounds seedy.
You may take our lives, but you will never take our G-strings. I mean, for goodness sake.
Do me a favour.